amazing global travel.
So good morning everybody, and today I'm speaking to you from Luxor Temple, and I have decided to give you a quick tour. If you would like to visit Luxor Temple, what will be the best to see? And we start by the Sphinx Avenue that you see over there, which is connecting between Karnak and Luxor Temple with a length of about 3 miles. Probably this Sphinx Avenue dates back to 1250, the time of King Ramesses II. And now I'm turning around to show you the front facade of the temple. Also, the front facade of the temple dates back to the reign of King Ramesses II, and I'm trying to get as much as I can from the front facade. It is really so big, decorated with 6 beautiful statues for King Ramesses himself, 3 on each side. We're supposed to have 2 obelisks. This is the obelisk, and look how the sun is perfect right on top of the obelisk itself. The one to the right hand side now in France, Place de la Concorde, it was given as a gift by Muhammad Ali, King of Egypt at this time, 1839, to Louis IX, the King of France. And this is a beautiful obelisk from the time of King Ramesses II. You see there are 4 baboons at the bottom, representing the 4 cardinal points. By the entry gate we can see 2 seated statues flanking the entry gate of the temple. And now we are going to the temple itself. Going into the temple, as we can see, there is another statue over there to the right hand side, and many other statues you will see, but broken. All of them are representing Ramesses II. When you look that way and we turn here, you can see kind of a different style, different building. This is the mosque of Abu al-Haggag, which was built 800 years ago. The reason that Muslim built mosques on top of the ancient sites, because Egyptians at this time, since the Christianity, since the Islamic religion introduced to Egypt, and nobody cared about those ancient Egyptian monuments. Here on this side we can see the chapels of Queen Hatshepsut from around 1500 BC. You can note the difference between the style of the column at the time of King Ramesses II and the ones were originally built at the time of Queen Hatshepsut. The ones of the Queen Hatshepsut look more elegant, but the ones for King Ramesses look so huge. And let's say he's a man, so he likes everything to be so big and gigantic. Let's say also going into the temple, and then I will turn back to show you the minaret of the mosque that was built 800 years ago. Here's the minaret of the mosque. You still can see, actually this is one of the beautiful temples because it has a lot of monuments, dates back to different eras. Islamic age, Coptic age, Roman age, Ptolemaic age, and Pharaoh's age for sure. This is the beautiful mosque. It looks new because it has been renovated about 10 years ago. And all of these are the statues of King Ramesses II again. In this place we have around 13 of them. And here we go. This is a very beautiful statue for Ramesses II. This is the beautiful statue for King Ramesses II. And here we can see the enemies of the king under the foot level. Those are the Africans. We know them from the fleshy lips, curly hair, and rings in the ears. On the other side we can see the same statue, but on this side we can see better representation for the Nile god Habi. This is the Nile god Habi, who is depicted as a male and female, and these are the 2 flowers of ancient Egypt. This is the papyrus, which is representing the north, and this is the lotus, which is representing the south. You can see the Nile god Habi, which is the mean of connection between the north and south, is bending the two flowers to be representing the unification between the two lands. We go down here, we can see the enemies of the Egyptian king with a large wig and pointed beard. So this time we see the Asian or Semites. This oval shape we see right now is a figure which is including the name of the city or the state the king of ancient Egypt conquered. Let me show you also a beautiful representation for an ancient Egyptian goddess. She is known as the goddess of writing, goddess of engineering, goddess of architecture. She is the goddess Sishat. She is a goddess Sishat, and this is the backyard of the temple. We keep going into the temple. We see to the right hand side a couple. This is King Tutankhamun and his wife. The name we have on the statue says Ramses. This is the cartouche or the name of King Ramses II, but for sure we know that this is King Tut because of the facial features. He looks so young. This is a baby facial features. And then this is what we call hive style hall, which is including 14 columns. The capital of the column, if you look on the top here, look like an open papyrus flower. This is an open papyrus flower. The capital look like an open papyrus flower. And then we keep going this way. I'm trying to give you like a full tour for the temple. It's going to be so quick, and for sure when you come to Egypt you will get more details. To enjoy a trip to Egypt, we are providing private tours for solo travelers, for couples, for families, and for big groups too. We have great Egyptologist tour guides. They are all qualified, experienced not less than 20 years in the field. And also we provide best hotels and best transportation. So this is what we call the second open courtyard of the temple. The difference between these columns and the ones we have seen before, each one of those columns is representing a single flower, but each one of these is representing a bundle of flowers. This is a bouquet of flowers. And then going into the temple, we will see the effect of the Romans when they were in Egypt. And it is so clear that the columns, they are shorter than the ancient Egyptian ones. We can see also the Corinthian style for the capital of these columns. Even the entry gate of the temple is blocked. And the gate is blocked because the Romans wanted to turn this to be a Roman apse. This is the original floor of the temple, which is made out of granite. On the top there we can see also ruins for some scenes. By mistake, some people call them the Last Supper, but actually this is what we call the cult of ancestors that was so famous during the Roman age. So this is what we call the Roman apse. And here we go into the Holy of the Holies. Each one of the ancient Egyptian temple would have, look at this beautiful scene for the sun coming into the holy room. And now back to my words that each temple used to have one holy room, but in this temple we have an exception, as we have two holy rooms. This is the original one, the large and the big one, which dates back to 1390, the reign of King Amenhotep III, and it was including 4 columns. We can see the base of the column here, and there's another one there, 2 on the other side of the temple, but at the time of Alexander the Great they have decided to cut off these columns and replace it with a new modern chapel for the god Amun-Ra, to show you the respect given by Alexander the Great to the ancient Egyptian gods. And here we go. This is Alexander the Great wearing the crown of Lower Egypt, and this is his name is inside an ancient Egyptian cartouche. Please, for visiting Egypt, just contact us at Amazing Global Travel, and our email is reservation@amazingglobaltravel.com. We promise to give you the best tour ever. We are recommended on TripAdvisor and Trustpilot. Thank you.